You still there on top of the Good Morning Naija show this morning, and of course we get one Ogbonge discuss. We'll go discuss with you this morning. To join us to discuss that one, our very own in-house analyst. I told him he's looking like a baby boy for life today. Please help us to welcome Mr. Ezugo Chukwudi.
Now, good morning.
You're
good
welcome.
morning. Good morning.
All right, he gets one Ogbonge discuss where our minister, the one with in charge of foreign affairs, that be Oga Geoffrey Onyama, he been talk, say make they go UN. Go follow discuss how they go take collect all the money where they for abroad. Repatriation of stolen funds, all our money where people been thief, where they been keep for other places across the world. In talk many things I won't discuss them today. We go leave our phone lines open for you to follow contribute inside the matter today. Our phone lines go to scroll on top of your TV screen for you to join in the conversation. But before we enter the discussion properly, we go do it. We go leave you, make you see the video, and make you hear what the guy talk with your own mouth before we start to chook mouth inside this particular discourse. You can see that they are gathering now to start to discuss. You can see all the faces of the people look like say they're tired. Maybe they don't do many discussions before they did. Okay, the man don't begin the talk now.
That's the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, yes.
Geoffrey Onyema.
And it's one of the priorities Mr. President has identified and that the country is fully engaged in addressing. So we will again be engaging with the international community in trying to find a definitive and lasting solution to the global challenge of terrorism. We will share with the international community the challenges that we have been facing and successes and the further support that we need in our engagement with the scourge of terrorism, and also support in freeing all the hostages held by the terrorist groups here in Nigeria, the Chibok girls and all the others. And that's still a priority for this government. Another issue will be the question of illicit flow of financial assets around the world.
You don't hear our Oyibo, the man they talk a lot of terrorism and corruption. You go know people that went no school for the shores of this country. Now some of the things that we I do wonder with that. They go do Oyibo, will bring their come back, go enjoy the dividend of democracy.
No, it's not. It don't mean just because saying they speak Oyibo, not mean say you go to Bodo Oyibo. I'm just saying.
You go no person will stay abroad with the corruption and the terrorism, whether they put the R in everything. All right, back to the matter at hand. That one of the major things that we want carry waka go discuss at the UN National Assembly, what they could do in a few more days, and I be this one. You think that this is a worthy subject where our nation feel put forward for this kind of Ogbonge gathering, because it will be a gathering of nations, and it will not be only Nigeria, and this might be something where they come on to African countries. You think it's a worthy cause of discussion?
The truth be say, the General Assembly of the United Nations, they give opportunity to countries to feel link up and discuss things when they pepper them for body the most. As Nigeria, they like this now. According to waiting Oga Geoffrey Onyema, I don't talk. And now this one, they pepper us because for several years, we don't get people when we say they abuse their office, carry what it belong to all of us, go keep for another man country. Now we don't get government we talk say and get the political will to fit collect these things back so that we go fit enjoy the use. Time don't reach for us to do what we fit do. But then again, it did not reach another level because we don't see in the past where we say we discuss with these people, tell them say these people now inside the government now in the day or then the position when we say they're supposed to help us, the Nigerian people, but they abuse their office, carry our things, come in our country. See so thing we will get to show as proof. And because of the understanding when those ones get, they call look and say, yeah, okay, anyway, when we go feel help una collect these things back, we are more collect them. But we don't collect these things back, and Nigerians don't even they see the use of these things for their life. We don't hear cases of say they loot. Loot when they don't carry go.
Loot, yes.
They call say, yeah, more collect them back, they call loot them. Now the level when we dey around and say those people now they go carry paper come. Tell una say if una no fit guarantee say una go spend this thing well, they make it kuku dey here now because it be like say una dey irresponsible. Because you go notice say some of these countries na countries wey be say we dey look them like big brother states in the sense say if we need help they go contribute give us. Dem no come reach the level wey be say dem go dey talk say as we dey give una these things wey somebody carry comot from una country come our own place when una suppose dey use am una no go use am then una go come back again come dey ask us for some sort of assistance. Now una go give us the guarantee say if we return this thing back to you una go use am well. Na the dilemma wey we dey face now be this. But then you go come check am too. If country gets some sort of arrangement wey make am easy for you to carry money come from your own country come put for their country to boost their economy, promote employment and also ensure say dem dey enjoy based on your own irresponsibility or wickedness, then they no care about wetin you wan do. And the United Nations General Assembly, as you dey come with your own problem, other people dey come with their own problem. As you dey discuss your own, other people dey discuss their own. Everything dey come down for the priority list so that the one wey dey important pass na dem go carry. Now wetin we suppose do na say not be just to talk say when we go there see wetin we go do. When we go there see wetin we go do, see how we go push to ensure say this thing wey we don plan say we go do na im we go achieve, and thereafter we go consolidate on wetin we gain. Because if we talk say Chief Olusegun Obasanjo wey be president of Nigeria at some point go beg people say make dem cancel our debt, dem come cancel the debt and we still dey owe again today, e mean say we no dey get the basics correctly. And since the foundation dey very very faulty, we go always dey come back to the problem.
Wow, very, very deep. And I'm just wondering that, say, of all the things that we get as problem, this one might be the only thing we will discuss at the National Assembly. How about a lot of our grants where we they get from Obodo Ibo, because of the massive corruption we did for Nigeria?
True.
Did they withdraw? Many
true.
of them don't stop to they give us grants. And it they affect many other things, like we talk about malaria, we they talk about fighting measles, we they talk about polio, and some of these things. Is it not that we are putting ourselves out that Africa, we are not ripe enough?
I don't think say na Africa because I mean South Africa too, na African country, same as Egypt, same as Morocco, same as Algeria, Tunisia, Libya self when we say them they inside crisis. If you check the way when we say people approach, na perception, na thinking. For a lot of us, many people don't trust those when they for government because they believe say everybody will go government, even if you be bishop. So long as you don't enter inside government, it be like say maybe the kind of soap when they take the bath, all of them, they make them they change and they make them they act differently. So like I talk, the one when they important to you, feel no they important to the next person because the person go they look say as you they come with problem every time, and not be me. They don't create me to come they solve your problem always. And it go good make we also point out say. Every time when we continue to talk without showing action, it go be like saying a plan we get on paper and we know they see any result. Now it dey good to come up with policy say see what this government go do. But then again you go ask yourself the small one when we even get say we won't even do based on say we arrange budget say okay government talk say now this particular thing and one channel will go into this place and we no use them well. The person when they always borrow you money or when they always come to rescue you go look and say this person no serious now. The European Union come out tell us say God don't bless this country with human and natural resources when we say we no suppose they borrow at all. If the European Union won't like to they borrow based on say if them borrow then they only see profit at the end, don't come out come tire to they borrow na money. Now we say the matter don't read now. What we supposed to do now na to come out and tell ourselves the simple truth, and that truth now say the way when government they operate today, whether na APC or whether na PDP or na a particular mindset those when the government they take the operate and na their pockets and their bank accounts na they care about.
All right, Chukwudi, I go like ask because it can't be like say we just people they borrow this money just to look us like saying a stage play where they act. You feel say in a bit to redeem our name, you feel say we don't know the solution to this problem. That now the issue of relooting the loot we don't collect. Is there no way for us to prevent this?
No, they don't they go university to learn how to get sense. That's a simple thing. First and foremost, if you lack home training from when you small, life don't dey hard for you. Now we get people when the government when we say wetin suppose be their focus, no be wetin be their focus. The constitution dey very, very clear. Say the responsibility of government na advancing the interest of the citizenry, the generality of the society. People wey be say they be followers. Na them government dey work for. But it just be like say some people dey concerned with acquiring property, luxury apartments. Now you go hear say somebody get yacht.
Yes, wey they know they even use.
When you know they even they use outside Nigeria, e dey pay duty on top. People get apartments for New York and other, choice areas for the world, and you can only sleep in one room.
Bad night.
You don't feel put your leg for this room, put your head for this other room in one. So it show the kind way when we say people they think. Now we not even talk about measles. The people when they advance the fight for this particular thing, now people when say they don't even be Nigerians. Bill and Melinda Gates. Now people when they carry the matter for head.
We need to hold your gunpowder now, Chukudi. We're going to need to buy a small break. By the time we'll come back, we'll get news at the top of the hour. When we come back, our phone lines go to officially open, and you go fit chook mouth on top of the matter. No go anywhere.
Welcome again. You're still there on top of the Good Morning Naija show this morning. And if you just join us, you don't miss plenty things because we just come up from our newsroom. We give you all the etc. things. We can enter our health corner, teach you more about your health. Then we are back onto this matter where our own minister won't go discuss for inside UN. On top of this, how they go collect all the money where our leaders, all the chop people don't carry spread across the world. We just talk about the general perception where people around the world have about us as Africans. What do you think Africans can do? Because not only Nigeria problem, to change how they perceive us. Because every time when they carry our matter go, I sure say even if na us they carry and come and this is how we they react, all of us go don't tire for your matter now. Because they will say, okay, let it be the new thing. Say these people where they come here now there be the problem of their country. How we go to help them?
I just want that to Lolo now. Now, let's look at the Abacha loot. America decided not to release them to us, and they put stringent conditions on ground. Now, looking at how we they portray ourselves, let's take Jamb, for example. For over 40 years, only 3 million naira, now that they remit to federal government.
And the highest,
3 million. But this present person where they're on top seat, don't actually remit 5 billion naira to federal government. And yet, it did for the papers and international community, they see and say, for 40 years, only 3 million naira, and be the highest, so they don't actually remit. But this new person now don't remit 5 billion. How we want to actually change the perception?
You see, the truth be say, just like every other country for the world, you get people when be say, I had no correct, in quotes. And make it not be like say, the only African problem, or now only us get this problem. But then again, waiting be popular perception. Popular perception for society now say, now the way when we say, now the mindset when the society they take they operate. Like for example, you get places where you go, called the peace for public. Person go look you say, what's in this person they do? Now the thinking of that people now say this thing a dirty action and nobody supposed they do it. But for where we come from, some of those things are normal. Like for example, if you want to do party and at 4 o'clock, tell them say at 10 o'clock. Yes. Because if you put say at 4 o'clock, people will come by 12 o'clock for midnight, African timing. Now something when we say we don't accept. So what we must do now to begin the correct time. Nigerians don't show exemplary qualities outside this country. We get Nigerians when we say President Obama give award, shake his hand because of the plenty work when the guy do. Now from Nigeria University here, now the guy starts. So no be say now like this God take create us or now the air when they breathe for you and they make us dey like this. Now the way now waiting society they push forward. And if society push something like say na normal, you get the time when we say when President Muhammadu Buhari be first come, we know EFCC they catch people, they retrieve funds and the rest of them. You get the time when some people come and they talk say bring back our corruption. Say when corruption day bag of pure water na this amount. Now you don't reach this amount.
Remember.
Now if as a people we dey comfortable with say one person go chop money, if they carry the person go court, we will come
they cry for
they say leave our brother, leave our church member, leave our mosque member. It means say the way when they think for our society problem day. Now what we supposed to do today now today? What be the moral code when they push forward? Growing up as a child, I remember say, if like say na the full area they raise speaking. If my mama friend see me they do something, she go beat me or she go tell me say she go report to my mama. But now it just can't be like say we don't lose a lot of things. You know the disconnect between parents and their children, and the family is supposed to be the central unit when we they talk about development for inside society. So we supposed to begin the correct time. who are we as a people? Are we a people when we say, I mean, examples there. You get cleaner when return like 12 million. You get person when they work for bank when be security person when we say, if you check how much in the end, now the person need money pass.
But you could have go correct and scapegoat not there because now we are seeing for the papers the federal government they call for the probe of the ex Jamb registrar and even the massa. But if they not actually pay for the crime, then how do we correct it?
In addition to that one, if they don't even bring out names, now all this money they see for overseas, we'll never hear anybody bring out names. Say this is the list of people. It also there related to whistleblowing policy because we never hear the names of all those people with all this big amount of money, and yet we are saying that we are trying to change the perception.
Okay.
It be like so they hide the identity of people where they thief. No, they say, you know what, just bring out this one. We'll go hide your name. We'll not go talk anything. And if I'm among them, I will gladly do it.
But the arrangement now say, with the way when our system dey, if you don't enter into some sort of agreement with these people, you no go fit collect anything. Because you no go fit tie anything down to anybody. Why people they hammer say EFCC, una they work, una they recover, we never see anybody go court. Now because of say these people understand the way when the system they work, they go just sit down, they wait for you. I mean, you go here, go our prisons, the one when they Ikoyi, the one when they Kirikiri, Kuje. People when they pick up on environmental sanitation day, people when we say they send our phone, some of them 7 years, 12 years. But you go hear a person when chop Nigeria money, the English go change, embezzlement, siphon, misappropriation. 10 years, the case still inside court. As of 2007, about 31 of the people when don't serve as governors or when be governors, out of the 36 that time, EFCC said they get their file. 2007 to 2017, waiting don't become of this particular case. You go hear people carry 40 lawyers come court, interlocutory injunction, perpetual injunction. The matter go begin the long. What we suppose they do now today say, okay, we don't make mistake for the past. Like for example, we don't talk about person return 5 billion.
I'm going to hold your gunpowder. I better say we get Emmanuel on the line, the first and last caller for today. Hello, good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, my people.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, my brother Chukudi.
I greet your guy, man.
No.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
You see, no, I want to know something this morning. Chukudi has said it all. And may God bless Chukudi for me. He said, loot the loot. I love that word when he used. Loot the loot. Because this government of the day now, they say they don't recover. They don't recover. Minister of Foreign Affairs now is telling us something. What happened with the sponsor of this Boko Haram of a thing? All the insurgent people that have been arrested, the government wants to tell us that they have not told them who are sponsoring them to bring them to book. You see, the international community are looking at us that we are not yet serious to tackle our own problem because anytime we are ready to tackle our problem, we'll do the needful. Now, you are talking about corruption of a thing. Money has been recovered left, right, center. International community have given give Nigeria some money to do some things. Some few people will corner that money and it will not get to the appropriate hand. So are we ready to do the needful for the common man? The richer are getting richer every day. Now, recently EFCC told us that they have arrested some EFCC officers that stole some money that were recovered. Who are they? Who do they want to deceive? You recover money. How much so far you recover? You could not give us analysis of how much you recover.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. We will say time day on our side. We know say this discussion is something we will not end today. Thank you very much, Ezugo Chukudi, for always giving us your own angle. My name is Omotile Lolo, one of every. Get better day for work.
All right, and my name is Remain Uvi Ehigam.
And I remain Liche Nabong. Join us tomorrow for a recap of everything we're going to share.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.